Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous.
Beautiful Sunday. Going to podcast today, huh?
Yes, we're going to pod and do a video. So Maxwell is working on the podcast.
Are we doing it right now?
Yes.
Oh.
It's already going.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're the Tomfoolery Fun Club. We've had a big weekend.
Really big weekend, and we haven't even been able to pod or video for quite a long time.
It's been quite some time. We're coming to you from the palatial and expansive studio here at Tomfoolery Productions, LLC, otherwise known as The Kitchen. And we have a few of the appliances blocked off with banners and signs and so on, but
Yes.
we're bumping into each other, and I already spilled some water and got really mad, and we discussed that, though.
Yes.
We got
Came back into the right mind.
got that ironed out. Just expressing myself, just expressing my emotions, as you always requested I do.
Yes.
So we got that cleared up. But anyway, we had a big night this past Friday night. We had a show at Wicker Park Social Center in Highland, and I think it was one of our best shows.
I think so too. I mean, every show is really a good show usually, and this one just really came together well. The crowd was really responsive. The comedians really stepped up their game since
really
last
did.
time we've seen them.
It was great chemistry between all the comedians, and
Yeah.
we'll talk about that in a second. The crowd, high energy.
Yes.
Although they were a little late in arriving. You know, the 8 o'clock show, and about 7:45, and we're still looking at a lot of empty
I was a little
seats.
nervous. I thought, well, we're having a show for ourselves. That's
Yeah,
okay.
well, that's okay too. But no, they arrived late and filled it up, and actually we had to add a table to accommodate some
Yes.
some other late arrivals. So we had a full room, which is terrific. And the organization, Ganayer, Greater Northwest Indiana Realtors Association, was the sponsor of it.
Yes.
And it was a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club of Lake and Porter counties. And I think we raised a little money, and we had a great time in the process. So thank you so much for everybody that came out to the show.
Yes.
As far as the talent, we had a really unique mix of comedians and music.
An eclectic mix, kind of.
Eclectic, indeed, right, for sure. And who was more eclectic than Sharky? I don't know. But Sharky started things off with a bang and
Yes.
really hit the ground running. Because you know
Good
what?
material. Yes.
Because as Sharky likes to say, when you got it,
You got it. And you know it.
for sure. We love Sharky. He's great.
Oh, he's
he's
good.
just really coming into his own.
Yeah.
And my God, he really got the show off with a bang. So thanks, Sharky, if you're out there
Yes.
watching.
Thank you, Sharky.
Right,
That's
Amy
awesome.
Nico Schwartz. This is her second time with the Tomfoolery
Yes.
show, and once again, really brought her A game. So thanks so much, Amy. You were
Yes.
terrific.
Awesome.
We love you. Ben Noble, also his second time
Yes.
at Tomfoolery. He's an amazing talent, I will say.
Yes.
I expect big things from Ben. So thank you so much, Ben, for coming out. And last but not least, our good friend.
Vince Acevedo. I almost feel like he could almost be my child, but not quite.
We're lucky to have Vince for this show. You know, his career has really taken off over the last couple of years, and we haven't seen him much at Tomfoolery,
Right.
Because he's off traveling. He's on the circuit. He's
doing
working the cruise
boat.
ships, and just signed a contract with Carnival Cruises to perform on their ships. So I don't know how much we're going to see of Vince from this point
Right.
forward, but thank you so much for coming out. From a musical scene, we had Nick Danger. A little bit of a different variation than the normal Nick Danger band.
Right.
Our
It was-
Friend Jerry Clemens wasn't with them this time. He was out of town.
Just as great.
Well, they were fabulous.
I love that saxophone. I love saxophone music.
It was a really unique mix.
Yes.
But Mark Rogers was there. Our Facebook friend Gene Norrie, who
Yes,
we had just
Gene
met in
Norrie.
person, was there. So they really rocked it. Everybody had a great time. I know we did. We were right in the front
I
row.
did.
So it was terrific. So that was Friday night. Last night we had another big night. We fell asleep watching the Notre Dame game, which was a disaster.
Well, it was a busy day because it was really early after a late show and getting to bed really late after, the glamorous part is the show. The not so glamorous part is taking everything down and packing it away late into the night.
Tossing it into the van and then bringing it home, and then the next morning getting up and unloading it and trying to get Humpty Dumpty put back together. But that's okay. This is a labor of love. We love doing it, so we're going to keep doing it. So it was kind of a quiet night last night.
Right, but it was an early morning because we had to get to Excel to Fitness, the Dream Chaser Challenge for that organization that I do some work with, and Tom volunteers with also. Excel to Fitness, it was our Dream Chaser Challenge. So that was a whole nother setup, put up, go, stay a few hours there early in the day.
So we've been busy.
Exhausting.
And here we are Sunday morning and podcasting and videotaping right here from our studio.
Yes, constantly working.
Because you know what? We've got something really big happening. Something coming up very, very soon. You want to talk about that? Or should we wait?
Yes. No, we're
let's talk about it. We're here, right?
We're talking about it. In case you didn't notice, there is a poster back here. And that poster is our upcoming Tomfoolery show. It will be our last show for 2017.
Right.
It's going to be December 30th at the palatial, majestic, awesomely gorgeous Hoosier Theater.
Hoosier Theater in downtown Whiting. Again, that's December 30th. We've got another, this is one of our special events. I like to call these one of our marquee events because we have a very, very special guest coming in, a group that we've hosted one time before, a couple of years ago, and they're back for a little bit different variation of the performance that they had before by the Ides of March, featuring Jim Peterick. It's an intimate evening with the Ides of March, featuring Jim Peterick. Songs and stories.
A little bit more of an acoustic flair, not
completely acoustic, but more laid back a little bit, and more storytelling. So if you're an aficionado of rock and roll history, this is definitely something that you want to see. We've seen this particular show before, from the audience viewpoint.
Was amazing.
It's absolutely fabulous. The music, the singing, and the stories that these guys have is just really, really fun. So we want you to come out and see that. It's a very special event. Again, that's December 30th.
And also this show is a little different because we've structured our ticketing system differently.
Yes, we have.
So there are sort of tiered seating because this theater is really large and we can do that. Most of our other venues are kind of limited on space. So this one, we have tiered seating. We have balcony seating.
Which are VIP seats. The seats in the balcony, don't get it wrong, it's more of a cabaret setup with little cocktail tables. And actually, those seats are mostly sold already.
Right, those are almost sold out.
We got a few of those left. And then we have other VIP seats up in the first 3 rows. And the great thing about the VIP seats, in addition to having a great view, is we're having a meet and greet with the Ides of March prior to the show.
With the band and the community.
You want to talk about some very humble and just easygoing and likable people. The Ides of March are terrific.
Awesome energy.
Great energy. Very positive, and they just love it.
You've been their friend for years.
Absolutely. So they'll chat for an hour or so before the show. So if you want to get one of those VIP seats, you're going to have to get out there about 6 o'clock because that's the time the VIP session starts.
Yes. And so then we have other tiered seating.
General admission seats, right?
General admission, $35, and then some $25 seats. Almost any seat in the house is awesome anyway. It really is great seating there. You're going to get to be able to hear them as though you're sitting up close. And the acoustics in the theater are amazing.
Great acoustics. It's a big theater, 600 seats, but only 19 rows. So no matter where you can sit in the back row and still have a great seat. So I want you to come on out for that. The Ides of March are not the only performers that we have for that evening.
No.
Our good friends Rockin' Horse will be back. And again, they're a favorite of mine for, probably 40 years. A bit of a renaissance for them lately. They have a new CD out right here called 3x4. It's 3 songs. It's one song. It was probably my favorite song of all time, Me and You. They've remixed that. They've re-recorded it and remixed it. And 2 other songs, Love for Just One Night, which isn't our relationship at all. We have many nights. And Break the Habit, which that's another great song.
I like that song.
Oh, they're great songs for sure.
That's a really good one too.
So that's available. So come on out and see Rockin' Horse, and then our good buddy Sharky will be back. We wanted to add a little tomfoolery comedy to the festivities. Just a little bit to get the audience warmed up or keep them warmed up in between Rockin' Horse and the Ides of March. And we thought about who would be a comedian that we want to bring in for this. We want to have somebody just right that would appeal to the particular demographic of the show. Without question, Sharky. So Sharky's going to be back with us because you know what? When you got it, you got it. And you know it. So he'll be back with us. We love that guy. That's December 30th. Ticket information is available at
www.tomfooleryfunclub.com.
That's tomfooleryfunclub.com. Come on out and see us. It's going to be a great time. We can't wait.
You can go to our website, and then that will link you to our ticketing system, which is Eventbrite.
Yes.
And you can go straight there and get tickets right after you watch this.
Do it right now. Don't wait. Don't delay because, again, the VIP seats are almost gone. Plenty of general admission, but we're still a good 6 weeks away. But don't want to dilly-dally.
No, and we will
as it
also,
were.
we're looking to partner with local businesses in Whiting to offer some maybe drink specials, dinner
Absolutely.
specials. So
Right. Now,
keep posted on that on our website and Facebook page.
Thanks for the reminder. The City of Whiting's been a great assistance to us in getting this show produced. They're one of our
Yes.
sponsors, as is Starcase, local case manufacturer from Munster,
Yes.
who's one of our main sponsors. So we're looking forward to giving them a good show.
Yes.
More than anything. So again, once again, for ticket information,
You can go to www.tomfooleryfunclub.com.
that's tomfooleryfunclub.com. Come see us. We'll see you on the 30th.
We're constantly in commercial mode.